you go, oh, shit, are you kidding me, right? So now my point is, yes, I'm still singing.
Will this be called the Yes, I'm Still Singing tour?
You know what?
Not a bad idea.
I love it.
Bad idea. I like that.
Still here.
You have a big, also, I know somebody's going with you, but you can't say who it is. Yeah, right?
No, I can't reveal, but it's going to be exciting.
All right.
Mystery guest on his tour. Interesting.
I clocked that.
What a dream.
Yeah, and you have to, and you know what? I'm going to say this now.
Yes, go ahead.
Listen, it felt good.
It felt good.
So good.
You need to write a book.
It's coming.
Okay.
Do not go to a Bed Bath & Beyond with Lionel Richie. It's the moral to the story, I think. Well, it's great to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for coming, man.
American Idol, premiere Sunday night, 8 o'clock here on NBC.
All right, let me pause this. Okay, as you can see, Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC had Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie was talking about Michael Jackson tonight. I guess when Lionel Richie had hosted back in, was it 1984 Music Awards or something, and Michael was sitting out in the audience with Brooke Shields, and he was talking about moonwalking and everything like that. Okay, no biggie, and of course they talked about the Jackson 5, and Lionel was joking about that. What's interesting about tonight is on American Idol, I guess the new season premiere is coming up, and they did a segment on there where they had people come on who had the same name as them. They only had one Lionel, but no Lionel Richie, but they had a Katy Perry come on. All these are contestants too with the same name, so I think they're dropping clues on Jimmy Kimmel tonight, you know, all in your name, same name, and all that kind of thing. Hint, hint. And then, of course, Lionel Richie was talking about Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, and something about Jackie being tall and Michael being shorter. I guess it was many, many years ago, and how he pushed Michael out of the way and all this stuff. I think the whole point was to name drop and bring attention to, you know, like they've been doing through the hoax anyway. So thought that was interesting. And of course you have Lionel Richie and Katy Perry, both are in association with the hoax. Katy Perry, I think she's doing a Las Vegas tour now. You know, they're all these people. Usher is doing one, and God, I'll have to look in to see who else has set up in Las Vegas right now. I think Britney Spears maybe, or at least she did before. So all the key players in the hoax are doing their Vegas things right now. And then, of course, Jimmy Kimmel, every time he has somebody on the show that has some kind of story about Michael Jackson, he always goes there with them. No matter what these people are coming on the show to promote, Jimmy Kimmel always makes reference to. So I think that's interesting. But as I said, things are coming to a head. And this was an impromptu video. I thought I'd just drop one real quick. So yeah, everything is still happening, even though it's very quiet right now. Don't buy that for 1 minute. And of course there was some clues about Skyfall at the Michael Jackson 1 show, which also is in Vegas. So connecting the dots, there's always something. And of course, you know, Michael arranged that lounge to be in the same theater setup complex that they have his Michael Jackson 1 show. So that was another thing too. Anyway, a lot of interesting things going on right now. There's been a lot of celebrity deaths. I imagine most of them are real, but maybe not. Still trying to figure out what the deal was with Lisa Marie. And if you think about it also, with oh my God, Aaron Carter, like was there ever a funeral? No mention of a funeral whatsoever. They mentioned his brother and how he was playing out and started crying on stage about his brother because it was all fresh and new at that time. But not once did we get any details about a burial or anything like that. So I think that could be a setup. The Lisa Marie thing could be a setup. We've got the Memphis egg rituals, and all these things are going down in Memphis. That beating of the guy who died with the 5 police officers, that happened in Memphis. Can't say that was a setup, but that happened in Memphis. A lot of things are happening in Memphis. So yeah, we got some of that. I don't even dare say it, Illuminati stuff going on right now. Egg rituals and all kinds of things, and a snake coiled around an egg, which at least Marie had a brooch with a snake on it. So, and the egg rituals, usually there's a picture of a snake coiled around an egg. That's a whole thing. If you want to find out more about that, a really good guide to look into all of the stuff that's going on as far as Illuminati news and all that rituals and sacrifices, and I don't know how much you believe is really real or not. And of course, right now in the news, most prevalent, other than the mass shootings, are the spottings of UFOs in the sky, and I think they're calling them UAPs now for some reason. I don't know, what is it, unidentified aerial phenomena, or you can call it unidentified airplanes, maybe they're hinting to. But yeah, something's definitely going on, and as far as I'm concerned, they're just trying to set up the coming a fake alien invasion. I know they're going to do it because this is the year of the rabbit, and that's in association with things like that, alien stuff, and Area 51. I guarantee you they're going to bring up all of this stuff this year, okay? And the year of the rabbit, follow the white rabbit, everything's going down soon, including the big comeback. I still have that video coming. I've been thinking about releasing it. I'm still working on it, but every time I think about getting close to releasing it, I get new information and the ties that bind, which are really interesting. So you'll see, once I release it, it'll all make sense. But for right now, sit back, relax, and just wait and see what comes next. So the thing about what Michael said about we haven't seen anything yet, here's the problem. The things we are seeing, it's just so much bizarre stuff going on in the world now, and of course he is not tied into all of it. He may be tied into some of it, and he can only orchestrate some of it, but not all of it, unless it's divine intervention. But at this point, you don't know what's real and what's fake, what he's involved in, what he's not involved in. Your guess is as good as mine, unless you have your intuition, which I do, but then sometimes I even question that. But a lot of times I think that or something, I get verification later on. I might not be able to prove it right on the spot. Or sometimes I'll know something in advance before it happens. That's a whole nother world and ball of wax. I don't even want to get into that right now. And whether you believe or not, it doesn't even matter. It's just a fact of my life. But anyway, I've had a real weird day. It has nothing to do with any of this stuff. But anyway, sit back, relax, hold tight, wait for the next video to come up. And I don't know if it's going to be an impromptu like this. Most likely it will be before the big video. But the big video is coming soon, because you know what's coming soon. And I will be releasing what day that is. But I think some of you may know. Heads up to my friend Steven. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Love you. Bye.